game is mine, the game is mine, the game is mine.
Yeah, Marvin Stovall right here, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Whoa, that's deep, Marvin.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, let me read a little bit of this. You know, Marvin deals with a view and holistic understanding of the financial strategies before birth to reaching out of your grave and still have control of your assets. Wow, what you know about that? It is imperative that women understand money and risk management because women are out of the workforce longer than men, giving birth and rearing their families. Women are paid less than their male counterparts. Number 3, theoretically, women live longer than men. She's here to take care of him, but who is here to take care of her? A lot of y'all women will agree with that. So I take it with this brochure and with the opening statement on the front, you're targeting women?
Yes, women take care of business. In fact, it's been researched, women are 50% more profitable than their male counterparts. Okay, and I'm talking about CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. And also, even when I was in school, I was in like high school and advanced classes, and the women, the test was 100 points plus a 25 bonus points, and if the women didn't get all 25, they said they received 115 and didn't get 125. They was mad all day long.
Barack did just come out and say women are smarter than men, so I guess you're going to be on that list as well, where women is really falling in love with guys like you. You know what I mean? Now, Marvin, take me back a little bit.
Yes.
How did you even get involved in the financial sector?
I always loved numbers. I was always good with the numbers.
You was good at math in school?
Always. And then I worked for the defunct Central National Bank, which is Key Bank now as a mail teller.
Hold on, Marvin. So you started with the bank teller game. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm just trying to stay with you.
Sure.
You seen that big money rolling around. You ain't want to deal with just that paycheck.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly. I wanted to, and I was working behind the scenes of things. Okay, processing master charge payments, Visa payments, Cavaliers accounts, Cleveland Browns accounts. I was a trust officer, a trust clerk in the National City Bank, which is PNC Bank now. I worked as accounts receivables. It was State Chemical. I worked at General Electric Supply Company, Dallas, Texas. Liaison between the vendors, the job sites, GE for accounts payables, receivables, credit. Yeah. I have a very diverse
plethora of knowledge dealing in finance because you were able to plug into these industries and find out the inner workings.
Exactly. And then I was trained by American Express.
Trained by American Express? Yeah. Hold up, baby. That's being trained by one of the best, baby. When they say blessed by the best, you know what I mean? That's one of them ones. How did that opportunity come about?
I saw it in the paper. They was looking for looking for people to go into the industry. And I've always when I was at National City Bank, a trust officer, Mr. Taylor, he taught me how to read Wall Street in 15 minutes. And I've always was interested in Wall Street.
The Wall Street Journal?
Wall Street Journal, Wall Street Journal,
okay.
Exactly. Dow Jones, New York Stock Exchange, all of that. So I went and received my Series 7 exam. And then I also received my passed my registered investment advisor exam as well.
Wow, yeah. Okay. So what's the difference between you and a broker?
Well, that's what I am.
That's what you are, a broker.
Well, let me get this too. Then too, a lot of things, fees and the financial crisis came about. So I let my Series 7 go because it was just too much, too expensive. It was a whole lot of races, a lot of things.
Oh, so hold on, that's a thing that you got to keep paying into to be a part of?
Well, fees. My fees in the beginning was $500, then they went over $3,000. And
why is it like that? Why so?
because of the industry, and then too, I'm gonna say this here. Even I don't have no complaints, no nothing against me. Okay, but because of the industry, so many people is ripping off so many people. Okay, as to where like they have different exams, different fees, different insurances that you must maintain all the time. So I just gotta just let it go and focus in on my insurance. But now things have calmed down in the industry somewhat. They got more stricter, and so therefore I plan to go back and get them again this year. I passed my registered investment advisor's license, my Series 66. I passed this without studying, because
Without studying.
without studying. When I asked them what was the study materials, my former broker dealer told me was none. But then I found out later it was, and it really teed them off because of I passed it without studying, and they were just trying to kick me out the industry. That's all. And at the same time,
Why do you think it was? Because of your skin complexion?
exactly. I use whatever platform and I even let them know about racism in America. See, I'm a very confident man, very confident, and I can head on racism face to face, and I do it.
Well, Marvin, let's be frank, because you told me candidly, like when you got forced out of the industry, you dealt with a bout of homelessness and stuff like that.
Right.
How did you navigate that, knowing your expertise and what's going on with that?
Yeah, as they say, when you have knowledge, that's one thing they cannot take away from you.
Right.
Is knowledge.
Right.
Okay. And I grew up, went to Glenville. I'm from this neighborhood.
Oh, you from the Glenville neighborhood?
Yeah, I went
Tar
to Glenville.
Blooder.
Tar Blooder in the house. Okay. So I can relate from the homeless,
Yeah.
people who done 15, 25 years in prison, let it be for murder, armed robbery, whatever the case may be. Okay? They all friends. I got them, they in my phone book. But at the same time, I can also talk to the clergy, the Republicans. The Republicans think I'm Republican until I tell them. I didn't even know that, okay? Because I'm, understand what I do. I can talk to, presidents.
Because you're speaking the language of finance.
Exactly. And because and then it's been people that, let me put it this way. I talk to people from the East Coast to the West Coast, different marketing guys, this, that, and the other. And then they have stopped me and say, Marv, you know what? You present so many different options. To the options that you present, you're very diversified in your solutions and dealing with your clients. One thing is very important is to listen to your clients. And when I listen to my people, I listen to them, and then I repeat and to make sure to let them know that I do understand. For me to know, and for us to both know, do you feel as though I understand your needs?
Yeah.
And they say yes. And then we move forward, and I present to them their solutions. The only companies I deal with are companies that are rated superior or excellent in financial strength. If they rated good, I don't deal with them, because rated good in this field is not what's happening. Okay?
What you know about that?
Yeah.
Now, okay, you say you fell back into the insurance.
Well, I always have my
part of the
insurance.
game.
I always have my insurance license: life insurance, health insurance, annuities. See, that's you got two different licenses. That's that license, but then we deal with the securities. That's stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and that's where the money is. And I tell people, in the Bible, the love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, so I tell people, when I got receive my license, I receive my license in evil. Okay, I'm an oxymoron, because I'm a good ethical man. I got a reputation. Everybody know that. Okay, I am a sinner. All right, and I can't get ugly, but basically I'm an ethical guy, and I present things to you. When I sit down with my clients, I tell them the truth. I'm very raw when I tell them their situation. Okay.
Okay.
So we can move forward and they don't get sideswiped. I want to say a few other things too, as to where people who are on these jobs nowadays, I highly suggest that you invest in your what they may call deferred compensation, as to where you voluntarily take money out your account, put it in some type of a 401k, 403b, 457. And 401ks, 403bs, and 457s, those are Internal Revenue Service tax codes. So they'll know which way to tax you. Those are not investments. A 401k, it's about what's funding the 401k. Is it a mutual fund that's funding it? Is it a stock? Is it a bond? But what's funding it? That's where your asset class come into play, as to where if your account is moving forward, is gaining or losing.
Okay.
People too, they don't understand their statements. They can't read their statements. Some statements may be talking about the performance of the stock since it's been in existence. So the stock may have been in existence since 1951. You may have just enrolled into your plan in 2015. So what's important to you is, since you were invested into the fund, what's the rate of return on your money?
Okay.
And a lot of people don't understand. If I ask them, what's the rate of return on your money since you began? Well, I don't know. All the statements at home, this, that, and the other. Okay, so go home, get your statements. Can you still know it? You know? And they don't.
So now you were explaining to me about it's cool, it's excellent to be involved in stocks and bonds, but that's a risk factor, and speak to fortifying that risk.
Okay, let me say this here to you, all right? Because I still know the stocks and things of that nature, all right? So what's happening here is to invest into the future. And to invest in the future is artificial intelligence, medical marijuana, and energy like solar and wind, okay? So if you so you can take your
great information right there. You know, we around here, we ain't gonna lie. And I'm gonna bring them up. Aurora Cannabis. We just bought some stock in Aurora Cannabis.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what I mean? That's, you saying the medical marijuana is gonna blow up.
Right. And but they put medical marijuana inside beverages. And since you said Aurora Cannabis, I know that I believe it was Coca-Cola. They merged them, well, at least them and Coca-Cola's talking to put money into it. I know.
Can y'all imagine that though? Going to one of them fast food chains and they offer a marijuana infused beverage.
Yep, exactly.
Like, that's gonna be crazy. Like, I don't want no marijuana pop, you know what I mean? But somebody does, you know what I mean? Somebody gonna want one of them energy drinks. That's what they're gonna label them as, energy drinks.
Exactly.
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding y'all.
No, but Coca-Cola. Really, back in I think it's the 50s, but they usually have actually cocaine and Coca-Cola.
That's what I'm
it's
hearing.
called Coke, yeah.
When Pablo was running everything,
yeah.
Back when Pablo was running everything,
man.
baby,
Yeah, he was popping it.
So, okay, now go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's good. That's good. So, that's something that and they big time in Canada. These medical marijuana companies are at. But since
you said tech, medical marijuana, and energy, solar and wind.
Exactly. And because I still see these stocks and I still track it, I love it. So I say I'm gonna go back. It'd be easy for me to get it. But anyway, what I do with my clients, I will have them. We'll go to an investment banker. Okay, since I'm not licensed, I don't want to be practicing without a license. Okay. So my client,
we'll just put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll go. They say, Mark, I want you to go with me because I know you know the right answer, the right questions. And then I got this one client. They say, Mark, one thing for sure, I may not know this financial, but I know people, and I know you knew more than that guy we was talking to.
Right. Real quick, tell me about insurance and, how do you, Why is this so important, and what part of the insurance sector you deal with?
Okay, with insurance, I deal with the life insurance. Life insurance and life insurance and annuities are both insurances. They're guaranteed as well. What I'm doing right now, I'm creating lifetime streams of income for people through life insurance policies that build up cash value, and also annuities to build up cash value.
Okay, so if somebody wanted to patronize your business and be able to get some support from you, how can they reach you?
You can call me at 216-408-2393. Again, 216-408-2393. Or you can email me at S as in Sam, T as in Tom, O, V as in Victory, A as in Apple, LL, Lord, 32 at gmail.com.
Oh!
That's Stovall 32 at gmail.com.